fix this roof. I don't know what sort of roof you call it. I'm going to call it a two-story gable because the gable sort of runs from the lower story to the top story. Yeah, alright. So we'll go across to the plan file. I'll just shift this out the way so I can get to Chief. Here it is here, Chief 12. One of the things I mentioned in the forum was that it helps if you fill out your signature. Why that tells me what version of Chief you're running. And why that's important is to actually get to the correct file. I had to open it up in 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and then 12 to finally figure out what version of Chief you were running, so that when I shared the file back with you, you'd be able to open it, because you can't open newer versions. So it's really helpful to anyone trying to help you that you fill out your signature, just telling us what version of Chief you're running and keep it up to date. That was one thing. Now, to get this problem to basically, we need a gable that comes down here, up there and down there. I'll go back to the picture looking like that. So we'll come back to Chief and I'll put this down here out the way for now. We'll go to floor plan. And some of these walls need to be deleted. So where am I? I'm on second floor, and that is actually a room. Yeah, I think by memory I deleted a couple of walls, yeah, and changed walls to gables. So we might just start by changing the walls to gables. We'll change this to a full gable if it's not already, which I don't think it is, looking at it. Roof, full gable. And I believe that I deleted these walls too to make it work so that the roof would run up. So I deleted this one and I deleted this one. We'll try that for now. We'll go back to camera view and see how it's looking. Right, so that tells me that they're probably set as high shed walls, which is not what you want here. So we'll get rid of those high shed walls. So we'll go back to here and tell this not to be a high shed wall. Yeah, so we'll put that back to hip. Hip's your standard one. And I reckon this is a high shed wall too. I figured all this out prior to doing the video. High shed wall, change that to there. It's probably already starting to look like something, is it? It's a bit slow because, yeah, we're slowly getting there. Oh, I've got to change a few more walls to gables, I think. Come down here, we've got to change this to a gable. Full gable. Roof. And it might already snap into place, will it? Might have to change this to a full gable too. It won't hurt to do it. Yeah, how's it looking? I don't know what's going on. Let's go back to here and see how it's starting to look. Oh, right, so it's come together. But we've got two roof planes here because of the ceiling height, either in this room or this room needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to pick this room, and I'm pretty sure I added 5 inches to it. So we'll go up a level and add 5 inches to the ceiling height in this room. Structure. So if I go 102 inches. I think that fixes it. How does it look now? Straight away the roof plane looks better. There, so it's come together. So that was basically all I needed to do. It's just a little bit of tweaking to get rid of the high shed walls and turn the walls. And I'm assuming that this is supposed to be a straight line down here. And all I did to get that to work is I come down here and I tell these walls to have an overhang. I think they're set at 24 inches and I changed them to 48. Yeah, so 48. We'll go 48 in there. And that might even fix it on its own, does it? Yes, it did, but I'll change this wall too. Change that to, it's just the overhang, 48. You can control overhangs in different spots if you want to. So that's, I think that's pretty much got it working. It's a little bit slow, this file. That building there is full of furniture and little components and things. It's really slugging it down. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but so there it is. Oh, hang on, we've got to change this to have no ceiling over it. Change this room, flat ceiling, turn that off. That'll fix that. From looking at the photo, that needs to be done. And that's it. That's got it working. You probably need to change that too, but I'll let you figure all that stuff out. And if you can't, just ask on the forum. I'm not sure whether this is how the roof's meant to be at the back, but it seems like a reasonable result, so I think it's doable in snow country. I'm not sure on that. That is if you do get snow where you live. But that gets it working, so I'll stop at that.